Welcome back to another World of Tanks AA, and now my disclaimer. I stink at the game. I can't do anything but show you some fun gameplay. If you're learning how to play or want to learn how to play, the Mighty Jingles, Quickie Baby, and the Fotch U are all better people to go see. What you just saw is just me showing off the Cromwell, which I just unlocked the last gun on. A lot of these tanks in mid-levels, if you don't save up your free experience before you buy them, you wind up having to go into matches one after the other with a pop gun, which makes it very difficult to do anything. You have to rely on your maneuverability and speed. So I've got a couple of things that I do in the game which I'm learning isn't what the better players do. When the better players get a tank, normally what they do is they're paying the 100 or 1,000 or 1,200 gold or so to get the crew up to 100%, or moving crews from a previous tank that they liked using into the new tank so they already have their crew skills up. I haven't been doing that, so I've been sucking really bad at this game, and I still made that mistake here. Nonetheless, I'm able to get some good gameplay. What you're seeing right now is just the three guns alongside of each other, so you know which one of them was actually better than the other. But then again, what do I know? I just like playing the game. I'm not very good at it, but I do have a hell of a lot of fun. So here we are on the steps map, and nothing significant, nothing spectacular is going to happen in this game. I'm learning how to play the Cromwell, which a lot of people say at this tier is a very good medium tank. I'm not certain of that because I've been playing the T20 also, and I think that's a wonderful tank. Yeah, I must be on crack. That thing's a piece of dirt in my hands. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at the map, try to see where people are going, and I'm just going to move the tank forward a bit and just get my bearings as to where the action in the game is going to start. I think I got that one from Quickie Baby or possibly from Fotch. I'm not sure. Watch so many of these World of Tanks replays from different people, and I'm just trying to pick up different pointers in how to play the game. So I see the two French scouts over there going off to do their little dance around the map and light us up some targets. Now I'm going to follow this guy over here because he's a much better player than me and in a much heavier tank. I'm just going to try to support him. My job right now is to try to keep him alive or keep these little guys off him. So you can see the Cromwell's trying to come around here and flank him. And I think that is a... yeah, it is. It's an artillery piece trying to move up over there. So I'm just going to sit here for a few seconds until I realize that he may be getting flanked down this way. So I start moving forward and I see the Cromwell. What the blank was he doing here? So I pretty much bump right into him for whatever stupid reason I was thinking. And just start moving back and forth to try to get him. And if you look at that, he just came crashing down into him. Now this dude in front of me starts peppering me with little tiny shots. And I think that's the last time I got hit in this game. I've learned my lesson. So I come over here, I see him. The M4 over here has him pinned down. I look up top, there's nobody up here, which is unusual, but it's not the encounter map or the assault map. It's essentially the capture the base map. So this doesn't get as busy as it does when it's the control point over here. So I come around here and he's already almost dead and I just put one into him. So that was kind of a kill steal. I probably shouldn't have done that. Alright, so my radioman's dead and I'm just going to hold on to my kit just in case I get hit again, and kind of stupidly sticking my side out over here. Because I'm not where the action is why I got to live doing something so stupid. Now if you are playing this game, like I said, I am not very good at it. If you see me doing certain things, I'm going to point out the bad things I do so you don't repeat my bad habits. So I'm letting these guys get up over here because I think that I've taken enough damage and I want to just figure out where I will be the most useful. So, trying to shoot this guy at long range when he has like 100 millimeters of armor all around is kind of stupid, right? So, I decide I'm just going to keep tracking him. See that? I just keep tracking him and hitting that rear end so these guys could move in and get flanking shots at him. This guy over here has taken... Yeah, this guy over here blocked my last couple of track shots, but he did the same thing, so that was pretty good. I'm moving forward and finding that all of the action is now going to be to my left. There's a Decker Max up there, which I'm probably going to be too late to get there because there's people closing in from the other side. This was a very quick match. We had a very good team, and I was lucky to have a good team because on any other map, or any other match, I should say, I probably would have been dead already because I've already exhibited some pretty bad habits. Sticking my nose out, crashing into other tanks. I mean, if this guy in front of me didn't save me from that Cromwell, I would surely be dead. So here we go. I did not get that kill. That was the A43 next to me. Next kill coming up in the front of us. Or I should say the next action is in front of us. And there he is. It's the ELC Max, or whatever it is. A little French dancer, that's all I call that one. I finally unlocked everything on that tank also, and I'm learning how to play it. And it's all about mobility and using it kind of like a tank destroyer, but just like now, if you can't shoot him, just crash into him and you'll kill him because he has no armor whatsoever. Following our Frenchman over here, and I'm going to get the last kill of the game, but it's going to be a kill steal. Everybody is jumping into the game trying to get this poor little T-34 over here. So I'm going to come around. I've got the speed on these other guys. He's going to put one into him, and all I do is take him out. That's the end of that game. So essentially, I'll show you some of the, yeah, here you go. This is pitiful for a 2x day. I should have been in the 2s with the experience because I should have gotten a lot more kills if I was better. But I'll take the 1860. I got a couple of shots on people. I did track that tank from afar for a while. And that was pretty fun. What I'm finding is in the fast mediums like the Cromwell and the T20, maneuverability, being able to reposition is something that I have to learn very, very fast. Here we are on the Westfield map, and in this one, the action takes place on two different plateaus, I guess, or two different ridges on opposite sides of the map with a valley down the center. There are people that try to run down the valley in the center, but by the time the match gets to about the middle of the time that you play this, you already have so many people up on the ridges that if you go down the center, the valley, you're pretty much dead. At least that's what my experience has been in the game. Watching people try to do that, people on the ridges just take you right out. So in this one, because I have the faster T20, I finally have this thing updated, trying to get to the Pershing. I don't dislike this tank, I just play it horribly. So I'm going to follow these guys up the ridge to my right because the other half of the team obviously takes off and starts on the top of the left ridge over there. So we're going to go this way. And in this one I had a couple of good practices, I had a couple of bad practices. The last 30 seconds or 10 seconds of this match, it is a miracle that I'm still alive. I should say this tank survived. So I'm looking off to the ridge to the right because a lot of times our scouts are going to spot the scout, or a lot of times a heavy up there, which I just don't get it. You put a heavy on that ridge with all these mediums over here with the pinpoint accuracy of the guns that they have, the heavy pretty much melts away all its health within a couple of seconds with everybody trying to shoot at you. So if you are playing a heavy, and I've done this myself, stay away from the ridges where the tanks could see you. If you notice, we're going up here as far away as we can. We're trying to hug the edge of the map as we're doing this. See? That way, you're far enough away for most of the tanks not to see you. Ooh, we see a target. I'm going to put myself right into these bushes after I knock down a tree and tell everybody where I am. That was one of my bad things. And there's this guy, and I'm not going to get him because he just angled perfectly. And I'm going to shoot a 90mm at him no matter what. So I'm just going to stay here for a few minutes. I've got camouflage on this tank right now because I didn't get the binoculars, which this tank really needs with only a 393-meter view range. And here I go trying to get this guy. And of course, the muzzle velocity of this gun is high up front, but by the time I'm pointing at this tank that far away, it's not going to do much damage. So I bounced that shot. I don't load any APCR, and I want to learn how to play the game and what shots work and where to fire before I start relying on paid ammo. So here's a KV-1S, I think it is, or is this one of the, I can't read in the repeat. But he's just sitting up on the ridge, and it makes no sense to me, and of course he has good armor, and I'm not hitting him in the right place. And everybody else has a better angle on him. Like I said, still have to learn. There's no shot on this guy from where... Oh, there he is. And I get my first little bit of fun on these guys. Other people have such a fast rate of fire that I'm just not competing with them. I'm going to try to get this guy. All the fun happens when we get on the other side of the broken bridge over there. That's where I start to get some hits and start to have somebody doing a dance around one of the buildings down in the valley below. Of course, into the last few seconds of the match where I am doing the dance around a rock. So we're going to shoot up here real fast. And this is one of the things I love about this tank. It's just really fast. It's kind of soft armored. I find that people are peppering my turret even though they can't get through my hull when I'm angled, and that means that you definitely can't go hull down in this particular tank, because if you have that soft of a turret, or that's my perception, well, let's put it this way, a lot of times that's when I'm in a tier 9 game. I get stuck in tier 9s in this one a lot. And when I didn't have this gun, see, first thing I do, as soon as I fire, I pulled back. So I am learning. But now he's angled his tank, and the next shot is just going to bounce. See? Alright, so I pull back. I let my camouflage go off so people lose sight of me. And then I'm just going to pull back again. And I'm going to try to get a better angle on him. Figure one guy's pushing one way, the other guy's pushing the other way. So I've got him. All I gotta do is fire. I got him tracked, and now he's dead. Come on. Ooh, he had a kit. Right here. Up, got him. Lucky shot, right? So here we are, 10-7. This isn't like one of those games that I had before where we were 100% down. Like, I should say that we were down 2x. I think one game we were down 4-8 that I played the other day, but I didn't really do so much in it as I'm doing in this one. So I've got this guy, and of course he puts his front to me. Ooh, got him right in the back. So we got 231, so we're hitting for nice on this. What a difference, I have to tell you. If you do play the T20 and you don't save up your free experience or pay gold for your crew, it's going to be tough, because this tank isn't very good with the regular 75mm that you get at the start. You really need the 90mm to do anything spectacular in this tank. And if you're going to be shooting for the Pershing, you're going to have to get the gun anyway, so why not just do it on the T20, right? That's what I thought, because I didn't want to have a miserable time trying to get the 90K XP that you need to get to the Pershing. Unless, of course, it's during one of those events where you get an XP boost, I guess it is. but I haven't seen one of those that let you get to the Pershing or the tier 10 after it yet. So here is this. Ooh, this guy just peppered me. And I get one in his tail, and that's it. This is where I was stupid. I did not angle my tank towards him. Well, I did there. I am moving, but now I'm giving him my side. What was I thinking? And if I didn't have that guy from above kill him, I would have been dead. That's the end of that one. Now I got 27-12 for that one. It was my first victory of the day, so it was ×2. Didn't have any spots, had a lot of hits on tanks, had 2 kills, I believe it was, or 1 kill. But that was fun. Now why I put this one up there is that I wanted to put up some that I didn't do a great job in, because I don't do great jobs in this game. I am mediocre at this point and learning the game. And I very much thank any of you that have been giving me advice. I know that I have a long way to go, and I am trying to learn, because what I'm finding is that if you're not playing up to your best game, you are being detrimental to the rest of your team who's trying to play this game and get some experience for it, right? So I'm going to learn this game and get better. Thank you all for watching my replays, no matter how bad they are. Y'all be safe out there, and I'll talk to you soon.